Giant City Nature Trail. The mile-long Giant City Nature Trail at Giant City State Park is one of the most popular trails at this rugged southern Illinois landmark. Featuring ancient sandstone formations and steep terrain, the mile-long loop trail is moderately difficult but well worth the effort. The trailhead can be found at the edge of the parking lot for Shelter 3, which is located within the park on Giant City Lodge Road. Shelter 3 is one of several picnic sites that can be reserved at www.reserveamerica.com. As you begin to hike, take a moment to review the informational signposts located along the concrete sidewalk leading toward the trail. Some of the risks known to occur along the trail, including ticks, chiggers, and poison ivy, are described at the Tips for the Trail signpost. Next, you'll see a simple map of the trail marking the starting point that leads towards a wooden bridge over Giant City Creek. One extra step for hikers is to brush their boots at the cleaning station before hitting the trail. Seeds from exotic species can be hitchhikers. By brushing your boots or shoes at cleaning stations such as this one, you'll be helping to reduce the spread of exotic invasive plants. After crossing the wooden bridge over Giant City Creek, the concrete sidewalk leads to a crushed gravel path heading uphill into the woods. Hikers will find directional arrows indicating the main trail. The signs are helpful where game trails or primitive footpaths intersect the main trail. The forest you've entered is being shared by many species of wildlife. If you look, signs of activity are everywhere. These black walnut pieces indicate walnut trees nearby, as well as the importance of mast crops for forest wildlife. The black walnut is just one of many native trees in the forests of the Giant City Nature Trail. How many native trees can you identify? Among the shaded understory, you'll find the pawpaw tree, a native species that features some of the largest leaves of any Illinois tree. Although this understory tree rarely grows taller than 25 feet, the leaves of the pawpaw can be more than 12 inches long. Other shade-tolerant species, such as maple, also occur in the north-facing areas along the trail. As you follow the Giant City Nature Trail, you might notice this access trail leading downhill towards Shelter 2. Although it's not the official trailhead, the Shelter 2 area is accessible by that short connecting trail. Staying to the left, continue uphill past the Shelter 2 connecting trail. As you hike, you'll notice evidence of the powerful forces of nature, both ancient and recent. Severe weather events in recent years, including a tornado, have uprooted many trees along the Giant City Nature Trail. Many of the large trees that have recently fallen provide opportunities to learn tree ages. Nearly 200 tree rings can be counted on this oak. Other forces of nature visible along the Giant City Nature Trail have occurred over millions of years. The 300-million-year-old Pennsylvanian sandstone outcrops reveal evidence of the ancient sea that once covered this land. With time, the sandstone bedrock has fractured and separated into sections that form the namesake streets of a giant city. Millions of people have utilized these natural rock shelters since prehistoric times, including the visitors along the trail. Several benches are located at 3 resting points along the trail. Midway along the trail is a narrow opening in the sandstone commonly called Fat Man's Squeeze. Although hikers sometimes challenge themselves by squeezing through the opening, it is not recommended for safety reasons. Copperhead snakes, the only venomous snake in Giant City, have been known to occur within the rock formations. As you hike, staying on the trail will help you reduce the risk of encountering unseen hazards. Remember to respect the resource you share with fellow hikers by leaving only footprints and taking only memories. Covering nearly a mile of rugged beauty, the Giant City Nature Trail ends where it begins, at the bridge leading to the Shelter 3 parking lot.